Hey, hey. Can't fake frequency fucker. And it's a frequency war. I've been saying that shit for years. Can't fake frequency fucker. And at some layers and levels, it absolutely is a frequency war. But I need you to understand at certain levels, it's not. It's not. There's certain frequencies that just cannot be fucking argued with. Period. It's just some certain frequencies that cannot be argued with. Example, an earthquake. Can you argue with an earthquake? Can you? No, you can't do that. Let's bring it down a bit though, because earthquake is far. I love stories. Let's use, since a lot of us are coming from the base of Christianity, let's use one of those stories. When Moses shows up and says, I have a message from source, from God to give you. And Pharaoh's really stubborn and he's like, fuck out of here. He tried to argue with the frequencies that were brought, but he couldn't. Can't fake frequency fucker. Now the issue, right, is that a lot of us, we're not actually doing the work to integrate our shadow. And it became super trendy and cute to show up as like spiritual and positive and all that shit. But the problem with that is that underneath how you think you're showing up or how you swear you're showing up is the truth. And your frequency is underneath screaming like a motherfucking siren. Mommy issues, daddy issues, codependency, insecurity. You should scream. Because you can't fake frequency, fucker. I don't give a fuck how many Gucci sets you show up in from China, bitch. It's not. Can't fake frequency, fucker. And so the problem with the shortcut of wanting to show up a certain way but not actually doing the work is that you do not have the inner data, the experience, the know-how, or even the wish and want to look into yourself, to have taken accountability in the spaces where you could, right? So that you could actually step up into the energy for real and really do it. So now when certain energies are sent to you, you don't have the wherewithal to alchemize that shit for real. So people can run around and tell stories and all that shit, but what happens? Shit starts shifting and stuff starts happening in people's lives. And now people can see for real that, wait, they're unable to alchemize this. What's the problem? But I thought they was Can't fake frequency, fucker. Like real shit. People want to show up where you're at without doing the work you have done. And unfortunately, that is not the same thing. If I apply for a welding job right now and I have word witchery, right? I have word witchery. So I put this resume and they hire me and I show up there on day one and they pass me a, well, I don't even know what it's called, like a motherfucking blowtorch. I'm gonna hurt myself. Yeah. Because I didn't do the motherfucking work. I didn't study. None of that. So now I'm trying to show up to do a job that I know that I cannot do. That's the same thing, unfortunately, that's getting ready to go down for a lot of people. Because wanting to show up in the cloak of spirituality is not the same thing as integrating the work for real. So all these things that people was talking about for forever, this was more than just trendy buzzwords. This was so that we could really, really take time and get to know yourself. Because if you do not know yourself, how the fuck can you show up as sovereign? Don't make no sense. If you do not know yourself, how could you ever show up as sovereign? If you do not know yourself, how could you fight the projections that are put onto you? They try to steal words, ideas, phrases, thinking it's going to get them the same love and attention that you get. It will never happen. Yes, because you can't fake frequency fucker. And see, that's the issue, that people can show up with the statements, but the problem is that the vibration itself, or even the aura itself, it hasn't been trained, it hasn't been worked on. And again, at certain portions of this, it definitely is frequency war. At other portions, it's not. Two truths, one time. Can you handle that? At certain levels and layers, there is no argument. I used to post all the time and say, you can't argue with no magnet, bitch. Every full moon, the ERs are full. Every full moon, any police officer that stopped by my job be like, oh my God, what's going on? I'd be like, it's full moon, bro. People don't even understand their bodies. For real. Okay? So, in that space, what is it that you can do to be able to show up with a frequency that is strong enough in order for you to sustain, right? And this is why people are manifesting things. However, they don't have the ability to sustain it. Sometimes people are showing up in other people's energy. As women, we even have the ability to project our own animus, our own masculine energy onto a man and fuck around and fall in love with it. Because we don't know ourselves. Yeah. So the issue with not knowing yourself is that you can be turned on you. Your own frequency can be used against you if you do not stop and integrate that motherfucking shadow. Which, by the way, is such a strong and amazing part of you. Stop running from it. Just do the motherfucking work, because I promise you it's not the same thing. It's not the same thing as reciting. Lots of people send me friend requests, but then when I go to their page and I look at it, I go down 17, 19 posts. I don't know, not one thing about this motherfucker. It's a post from somebody else. It's somebody else's words. It's somebody else's pictures. Who the fuck are you? Who are you? What do you stand for? Can't fake frequency fucker. Do the work. Because the shortcut, if I give you a map on a piece of paper, that's one thing. That's one thing. But that's not the same thing as a motherfucker who walk and run that shit every day. Because the map is not going to show you the terrain. You know what I'm saying? It's not going to show you that shit. And you over there arguing, no, because it said to go this way. And I'm telling you, no, bitch, because a couple days ago that shit fucking flooded. And I'm telling you, you can't go that way. But they like the map says, all right, dumb Dora, dumb Diego, take your ass on there and go. Go ahead. Can't fake frequency fucker. And at the end of the day, okay, first of all, techno-logic is always going to mimic biologic. So even in the movie Lucy, they showed you like 30, they said just 30%. Just 30% she had reached, and she was fucking up tech, radio waves, shit like that. It's a frequency war. It's going to affect you or you're going to affect it. Maharishi, we keep talking about this. They know you can affect your environment. So when you start to look around and the illusion is illusioning, right? And it's gonna, as we get stronger, the illusion got to get stronger too. They got to try to balance that shit out, right? Don't that fucking make sense? Now, if you've done the work, then you can alchemize that shit. And when you start seeing that shit happening, you understand that you are not disempowered. Not even just a fucking little bit, bitch. What they're gonna do is they gotta remove though a lot of fucking shit so people actually stand up. Because other than that, we don't get up off our ass. We actually need the resistance. But if you have not done the work, then fear. Fear is a tricky thing to the aura. Okay? So, you want to be able to alchemize? Alchemizing is, it's fun, bitch. It's fun. If for no other reason you don't want to alchemize, it's fun. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Do the work. Because a fake soldier ain't gonna help in no motherfucking war. No type way.